Chapter 9, Environment and Sustainable Development. In this chapter, we will study about what is environment, what are the functions of environment, and how we should take care of the environment, what is the state of environment in our country, along with sustainable development, which is a very recent phenomena, how we can safeguard the environment through sustainable development. Now let's begin the chapter. Chapter 9, Environment and Sustainable Development. What is environment? Environment is the natural world of land, water, air, anything around us and on which our existence and development depends. It includes biotic as well as abiotic factors. Abiotic includes anything which has got life or living beings, and abiotics are the one which support the living being but they do not have life on their own. What are the functions of the environment? It supplies resources, both renewable and non-renewable. It assimilates waste. It sustains life by providing genetic and biodiversity. It provides aesthetic services like scenery, controls global warming and ozone layer depletion. What is carrying capacity and absorptive capacity? Carrying capacity. Environment will be safe if the resource extraction should remain be the rate of resource regeneration. For example, if overconsumption of petrol takes place, so it will extend the petrochemical resources and the regeneration is very slow in these. Absorptive capacity, the ability of environment to absorb degeneration. Whatever waste we generate, it should be absorbed by the environment. If it is not, then it will create harmful effect on the environment and affect human, plant and animal lives. What is the state of Indian environment? India has an abundance of natural resources right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh with number of rivers, variety of soils, forests, plenty of mineral resources, ranges of mountains, vast stretch of Indian Ocean. Black soil of Deccan Plateau, Indo-Gangetic plains between Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, vast forest cover, rich resources of or deposits of iron ore, coal, wildlife, natural gas, and other minerals as well. How have the developmental activities affect the environment? They have created some problem like threat of poverty, induced environmental degradation, threat of pollution, air, water, noise, soil. Major environmental issues are biodiversity loss, polluting of fresh water, solid waste mismanagement. How the opportunity cost of negative environment impact are high. The extensive and intensive extraction of both renewable and non-renewable resources has exhausted some of the vital resources. And we need huge technology to replace these. As a result, health cost of degraded environmental quality due to decline in air and water quality have led to many respiratory and waterborne diseases. Due to global warming and ozone depletion, there is a financial commitment for the government to provide a better quality of environment to its people. There are factors contributing to land deterioration, loss of vegetation, unsustainable fuel wood, fodder extraction, shifting cultivation, forest fire, use of pesticides and fertilizers, improper planning and management of irrigation system, poverty of agricultural dependent people and other factors are also there. What are the impact of environmental degradation? If as we have seen that environment, we human being, plants and animal are dependent on environment and its various activities taking place. As a result, its impact is very severe. It harms human health and increases expenditure on health. It reduces economic productivity. It leads to loss of amenities, more expenditure as water becomes polluted and dried up in rivers. Expenditure on new technology and research to explore new resources. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development is the development done keeping in mind the needs and requirement of the future generation. It is generally said that environment we have not inherited from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our future generation. United Nations Conference on Environment and Development states that development that meets the need of the present generation without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Sustainable development is one which is directly concerned with increasing the material standard of living of the poor at the grassroots level by increasing income, educational services, healthcare, sanitation, etc. Three aspects of sustainable development is environmental, economic, and social. Environmental takes into consideration natural resources, environmental management, pollution prevention. Economic, profit, cost saving, economic growth, and research and development. Social, education, community, standard of living, and equal opportunity for all. Brendan Commission is an important one relating to sustainable development. It emphasized on protecting the future generation, conservation of natural resources, presentation of the regenerative capacity of the world's natural ecological system, avoiding the composition of added cost or risk on the future generation. There are certain steps involved in sustainable development in India. There are two types of energy, conventional and non-conventional. Non-conventional has less effect on environmental degradation. So we should go in for use of non-conventional sources of energy, thermal, hydroelectricity, wind power, solar energy, LPG, cover gas in rural areas, so that there is less burden on the forest and less pollution is created. CNG in urban areas, wind power, solar energy, mini hydro plants from steams and turbines. Traditional knowledge and practices also should be adopted for conserving the environment. Biocomposing, biopest control, chemical fertilizer for higher yield with the advent of green revolution. There is a big question regarding how can we achieve in sustainable development. Herman Daly, a leading environmental economist, emphasized to achieve the sustainable development, we should limit the growth of the population. Technical progress should be input efficient and not input consuming. That means less input should be used and which can give us a better result. Promotion of natural resources, conservation, preserving regenerative capacity of ecological system and avoiding the imposition of environmental risk on the future generation would lead to better sustainable development. So resources should be used in such a manner that they are not wasted at any stages of production. Thank you. This is all about the chapter.